the characteristics of the warriors, holders and light workers and WAOF displays. Warriors OF light holders OF light. Light workers. WA. Displays of who we are talking about? These are expressions that suddenly gained notoriety in the world of web, in books, in movies, in lectures and conferences. But first, what comes to be light but the clarity about yourself and the divine creation, wisdom that combines knowledge and unconditional love? Yes, because knowledge without love is bestiality, it is barren of meaning and function. Beings of light, that is, who has incorporated his mastery knowledge plus love, are abundant on the planet today, with a clear mission to assist in the manifestation of the divine plan for the earth, which is to anchor the new consciousness, fifth dimension, to leverage the rise of planetary body Gaia and humanity to rule the higher dimensions. They are a group of beings, incarnate or not, planetary the earth itself, interplanetary, intergalactic and multidimensional who join this docking service, healing, teaching and liberation of the planetary body of Gaia, at the time of transition. We could describe them only beings of light, but the human mind needs labels, references, to realize a reality. It is a compartmented tool, therefore, to conceive an idea it needs to fragment the object of his perception. And so we have this range of denominations for an O group, with different functions. And harmony and functionality not perfection the constant of the universe to be expanding the harmonization of this group in specific skills compartments is necessary. Which is to say that there are here vertical hierarchies of importance, but only the junction of conscience committed to perform a job. Take for example a car engine, a complex gear several pieces that only perform a function to the engine are joined, and each in its specific place. Ask some is better or more important than the other. All are functional and necessary for the engine to run. That's right, only for understanding the human mind, in which this group of beings luminance is designated as warriors of light, the light bearers, light worker and way showers. Each in its function, acting simultaneously creates this now, the miracle of the rise of a planetary body the higher vibrational dimensions. Based on this functional partitioning, let's take a brief insight into the work of each group, whose members are selected on the subtle planes to perform functions compatible with its bigger and better skills. Warriors of light, how the concept of the word implies, warriors, is a direct confrontation group with darkness. Its primary function is the planetary liberation. They are revealing, denouncing the debunk, fighting the dark directly, taking them to the pillars. They are risking their freedom to come and go, facing Trump trials with false accusations, exiles and unjust arrests. They are the ones who risk their physical lives and the lives of their families. Facing disbelief and scorn of mankind still asleep in illusion. For the illusion fades, you must take off his mask and show the truth, even if many do not accept or even believe. Our frequency beings indigo, a lot of soul strength, great courage and very aware of their mission to continue in line with the front of battle. They are those more visible and exposed, so the most persecuted and eliminated too. But they are adamant in their purposes. Just quoted some examples more known worldwide in our current time: Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King, John and Bob Kennedy, David Icke, Stephen Greer, Robert Lazar, Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, Kevin Annett, Chico Mendes, John Lennon, Michael Jackson. All warriors of light are under the protection and mentoring Archangel Michael and his army of blue flame of angels. Stargazers, those whose mission is simply to anchor the light emanating from the central sun, this unique moment in which we cross the photon belt. Its role in the divine plan is the anchoring of light on the planet. To exercise their function, they need as only being on the planet and leave to flood light and radiates it through his compassionate and loving heart. Many of these anchors are out there, and called beggars, vagabonds, without ambition, of alienated and social outcasts because they refuse to be entered in the matrix control system. Beings are often predominantly crystal. If we pay attention, we will see in their eyes extreme tenderness and compassion, and have nothing to do with the material misery. His wealth is inside and anchor work selflessly perform. The vast majority is simply inserted within families, institutions, businesses. Just sprinkle light around them. are those ordinary people whose presence is so beneficial that you do not want to close them out, or spend an entire evening talking to them without tiring, or like lamps, attracting moths. They simply airy. Light worker, work with the light in meditation for anchoring processes of holistic, quantum and spiritual healing, the healing of plumbing in the work at the level of social action, healing through artistic expression, luminous quality, etc. Its function is set to the planetary cure at all levels. Usually carry with them the frequency crystal and rainbow, since they demand a lot of compassion, wisdom and power to manipulate the energies of the universe. Are beings who are advised not to get involved with the work of the warriors of light, not to be vulnerable to lower their vibrations in energetic contact with the dark, since its mission is to cure, often by donating their own energy, as is the case of the magnetic pass. Or even working with cosmic energy conduit, to lower the vibration means that part of the channeled energy is absorbed by himself, channeling little energy to the patient under their care. Always, in the messages of our more conscious brothers of the company of heaven, as I like to call them, it is recommended to light workers not directly involved in the issues of fighting the darkness, not because those in combat job wrong, but by careful not to lay down their vibrations, do not leave your focus, which is the planetary healing. Way showers, are consciousness engaged in work to clarify, guide, teach. They are responsible for rooting out the planetary ignorance with respect to cosmic laws and divine truths. They are there, writing books, managing websites and blogs, channeling messages from their mentors and the heavenly beings in galactic light, teaching courses, giving lectures, uniting people to be educated in conferences, meetings, symposia, workshops, spiritual journeys. Scroll through the whole world, taking His word, His knowledge and wisdom to those who still struggle against blindness involving the human mind. It is a huge and hard work, because the soul brings with it all the wisdom, but the human mind, in predominance in 3D, hear and even recognize the soul as a source of knowledge and personal power. It is a task of breaking old paradigms and old beliefs that prevent the expansion of consciousness, requisite for the ascension process. Usually frequency beings diamond, that is, add the features and attributes of frequencies indigo and crystal. Despite this functional partitioning, does not mean that being who is committed to one of them does not have the attributes of the other. Some feature all functions, expressed to a lesser degree, such as not to compromise the achievement of its primary function. As well as a large number of them carry features and attributes of the vibrational frequencies indigo, crystal, rainbow and diamond, expressed concurrently. Therefore, there should be no comparisons, no matter which design hierarchies, there is no issue of right and wrong judgments. We are all equally essential parts for the operation and success of this magnificent gear that is the divine plan for planetary ascension. Oh, we are in our consciousness. And we are unique in our expressions and functions within the larger soup of all that is.